I keep forgetting my intro, but I am going to do this until it's natural. So who do I have today? After that bio, now you'll be very nervous.
The name of the season that I'm in is called stretching. It's funny because the oxymoron is this is what I prayed for.
It's not making sure
I hear you.
alive. What has this week taught you? We speak about building generational wealth. What does that mean to you?
Don't listen to your body. The more you teach yourself that it's okay not to listen to yourself. And give your kids trillions.
Yeah.
But if you haven't taught them the skills of how to multiply it, I've said your only way out here is education. Many people are reinvesting their money to create more. To do 3 budgets in South Africa for 1 year.
Some of the activities and some of the things we can take up can open up other doors for us.
You say in your book, you need to conquer yourself.
30-something% of you guys didn't subscribe and you're watching our videos. Please subscribe and like this video. You're actually my first guest, eh?
Really?
Yes, for the series.
Oh.
It's so fitting because we're also like, it's end of Women's Month, all of that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, so let me do my intro because you and I can talk for days. So before we get to the business of the day, everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I keep forgetting my intro, but I am going to do this until it's natural to me. And if you're here for the first time, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, a veteran in this channel, welcome back for yet another exciting episode of Risk, Money, and Insurance. But now we're on the wealth creation or wealth building series, and not only wealth that will last for this generation, but generations to come. So I made a promise to you guys and I said, I am going to bring guests. You know, I bring the heavyweights on this channel. So today I'm not alone. And she sent me a very long bio. So we are going to go through it. For all the years you've put in and the amazing work you do, we need to honor this bio. So who do I have today with me, right? I was actually how we met. Maybe let me start there. When I met her, we were both guest speakers on
AWCA.
Yes, event, and we were talking about the psychology of money. And when I was thinking about this, I was like, there is no other person I'd rather bring to the channel than you. So thank you for saying yes. And I know it was short notice, but we had to make it happen before you start traveling. Yes. So who do I have today? I have Pelisa Rabedzwa. This is Venda.
Yes.
You married to a Venda man.
Period.
Take notes, guys. She is a leading financial expert with over 12 years of industry experience. She holds an undergraduate degree in accounting and a postgraduate qualification in business and management. Okay. Currently, she is serving as the national manager for acquisitions in young professionals at Standard Bank, the Blue Bank, and Standard Bank Private. So Standard Bank Private. Pelisa also plays a pivotal role in driving growth and empowering the next generation of leaders. That's how we met. Prior to that, she was a wealth banker. So guys, heavy wealth banker. Listen, wealth banker at F&B Private Wealth, where she worked on client portfolios to build wealth and create intergenerational wealth. Exactly the topic we have on the table today. And create intergenerational wealth. Prior to that, so many priors. She worked at Investec, where her career started, and moved through various private banking teams. Her life's purpose is centered on financial liberation and empowerment, ensuring that individuals and communities have the knowledge and tools to achieve lasting financial well-being. Guided by her personal motto, you need to love what you do so that you can leave what you love. Oh, I love that. She continues to inspire others through her leadership, expertise, and passion for transformation. Welcome!
Yay!
Welcome to the channel, finally!
Thank you for having me. I'm actually so nervous. Can I just say?
After that bio, now you'll be very nervous. But wow!
Yes.
No, you must just feel free. And I think I have nice questions to sort of help you ease into the conversation. And
Okay.
I believe we're going to have a very interesting conversation.
Okay.
So
Let me
in
just
terms
relax.
of nerves, we're going to just soften everything up.
Okay.
First question, where's your heart and state of mind in this moment?
In this moment, right now, it's
Yes.
Galatians 5:22.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
And that is
yes.
the scripture about the fruit of the Spirit. It says, but the fruit of the Spirit is
Yeah.
love, kindness, gentleness, compassion, long-suffering,
Wow.
right?
Yes.
And I think that's really where my heart is right now, that the fruit of the Spirit I used to think is, going up and down, jumping up and down at church,
Yes.
screaming in tongues. I
Hallelujah.
love tongues. I pray in tongues. But the fruit of the Holy Spirit is not just there to make us do those things, but He's there to make us live a joyful life in Christ. And a life that is centered. And it's not to say that you're not having troubles or issues or life is not lifing.
Yes.
But love, kindness, long-suffering, compassion is at the core of where you are. And that's where I think I am right now.
That's beautiful. But also the long suffering, eh?
The long-suffering.
Builds character that
Build character,
makes
but
God.
but it's needed, right?
Yes.
For the journey. For the journey, it's needed. Yeah.
And it's crazy how it's those things that we want to push away that shape us into being the great people that God has intended for us to become.
100%.
And
100%.
nobody wants to go through the fire, but okay, let's not preach.
Yes.
What is the name of the season that you're in?
The name of the season that I'm in is called stretching.
Ooh.
Stretching.
Hey, when
Literally
long suffering, now you're stretching.
pulling. Right?
Okay.
From every and it's funny because the oxymoron is this is what I prayed for.
Oh,
Right?
Louder.
This is what I prayed for, but I didn't think it was gonna be like this. And I was thinking about this actually in the shower this morning. I was like, oh my God.
Sure.
I'm standing in my answered prayers, but I didn't think it was gonna look like this. And that's what we do with God, right? We think that things must be in a certain way.
Sure.
And when they don't happen in the way that we thought they were gonna happen, we think He hasn't answered our prayers.
But he has.
But He actually has. So I'm in a stretching season. I am in a pulling season, and it's uncomfortable.
Oh, of course.
It's uncomfortable, but
Yes.
again, that fruit of the Spirit thing is what's just been
Grounding
centering me
you.
and grounding me to say, you have the Holy Spirit, you can go through this. Like,
Sure.
it's stretching, yes, but it's also enlarging your capacity for the things that you prayed for. Ma'am, you prayed for this, you prayed for that, you prayed for it. Now it's time for the stretching to happen. I'm literally there for it. I don't want to lie to you.
I can relate. I can definitely relate because,
Tell me about yours. What season are you in?
what season am I in? I think mine is a learning season.
Yeah.
It's there's so much that's happening, transition career wise.
Yeah.
But also now that I'm closer to my 30s, I'm now thinking long term and what kind of woman do I want to become? And I think the biggest thing for me has been I want to be a woman of integrity. Like my life in secret and my life in public has to align, period.
Yeah,
and it's catching myself sometimes betraying things that I say to be like, ma'am, no.
It's not making
It's not making sure
I hear you.
align.
I hear you.
So Yeah, and just defining, as I learning
Yeah.
to also define who I am as an individual outside of what I do and things I've achieved.
Wow. And that's
Yeah.
a big one, right?
It is.
Because a lot of our identities are actually formed around what we do. And we think that's who we are, but it's not.
I'm a mother. I'm an actuary.
I'm a wife.
I'm a
this.
wife.
And then you think that's your whole
I'm a
identity.
YouTuber.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So I can also relate with the stretching because in learning, there's also
Yes.
that level of stretching where
Yes.
it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You also feel like, this is not.
Especially when you're from a previous season where you were comfortable.
Oh,
you knew what you were doing.
Of course.
You were flowing.
Yes. You knew what's coming before it even came.
Exactly.
And then you get into the space where you don't know what's coming. But anyways, this is your podcast. Let's go back to your other questions. What has this week taught you?
The past week has taught me
Yes.
balance and saying no.
Ooh,
Saying
Why are you
no.
bitching me? Why?
Am I here for you? I'm here for you, babe.
You keep fetching me.
No, I know that feeling, like when you feel like somebody's actually just like dragging you. I know. I was at a women's event last week actually, and I met my now mentor, Lillian Barnard. I'm obsessed with her, right? And as she was doing the keynote address, the whole time I was like, this woman is here to drag me. Like she was just dragging me the entire time.
I'm here for it though. Drag me as much as you can. I'm here for it.
This week, saying no, right? The previous week I was sick. And my doctor actually booked me off for 3 days. Did I take the leave? No.
Oh,
because
of course not.
I just couldn't. There was too much going on. Last week, I actually was like, no, I'm actually going to take a day off. I'm going to shut down.
Just do nothing.
Things that burn if they need to burn, but I'm going to take some time off. So saying that no, it felt so amazing. Just one day felt like I'd taken a month's leave, literally.
Yeah,
I felt so refreshed.
I want to get there. Because I'm the person when I'm supposed to like relax and all of that, I feel like I could be productive in one way or the other. Like I have this itch. Like I feel like I need to do something. But my body will be like, we are shutting down, my sister.
And the thing is, if the more you don't listen to your body, the more you teach yourself that it's okay not to listen to yourself.
Ooh. Drag me.
Right?
Like, just
the more,
drag me.
the more, it's almost like when you commit to a diet. Like this week, you say, okay, this week I'm going to drink more water. I'm going to eat less sugar, whatever. And you don't do it. You train yourself that it's okay to betray yourself. It's okay not to listen to yourself. And then guess what? Police is going to come to you and tell you, Fudu, the sky is green. And you're going to start to believe the things that other people say to you and about you because you don't trust your own voice. You've taught yourself not to listen to your own voice.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Drag me. Oh, how did your mentor drag you? Because now you're dragging me. I feel like I need
dragging me from the moment she stepped onto that podium until she sat down. Yeah.
Sure. But I mean, now you have a mentor who's able to drag you. That's where the stretching will come in.
Yeah, but this is a very fresh relationship. But I'm genuinely, because I've been looking for a mentor for a very long time, right?
Yeah.
For me, I feel like mentorship is something so special,
Yes,
and it shouldn't just be thrown in the air to say so and so is my mentor. But it must be really somebody that you feel you can learn something from or get something from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she is amazing.
But a lot of people have like issues with how do you approach someone? Like you just met her.
Yeah.
Maybe you've been following the person for a while.
Yeah.
And also some people when you go to them and be like, will you be my mentor?
Yeah.
They are like put off-ish to say, oh, that's a great responsibility. So
Yeah.
how did you do it? Like you go in, same event, and you come out with a mentor. How was that?
I'm very random. Like I will, if I want something, I am not going to let you go. Because like when she was speaking, I don't know, but also I think it was just like, I don't want to say Holy Spirit led, but really Holy Spirit led. Because as she was speaking, I was just like, oh my God, those women are saying the things that I wish somebody would have said to me a long time ago. And obviously I'm surrounded by many powerful women, but it's not everybody that you feel that inclination, that pull towards, right?
Yeah.
So after the session, when she was done, when we were now eating, I went to go greet her and meet her, obviously, take a picture. And then I asked a few questions about like leadership and stuff like that. And then she started dragging me even more now in front of her.
One-on-one dragging. The stretching.
And then she was like, you need to join my mentorship program. And I was like, please. Where do I
she
sign up?
suggested it. That's amazing.
But obviously she's now moving to Dubai. So I doubt I'll even be able to like have interactive sessions with her. But obviously there's Teams and there's phone calls.
Yeah,
as
online.
long as I can just receive from the wisdom, the manifold years that she's experienced, life and leadership and womanhood. Yeah, she's amazing.
Okay, we can see. I'm gonna stalk her after those. Just added another person to my intense research list. I'm definitely stalking.
Yeah, I want to stalk your mentor actually.
Really?
Prof. Yeah,
oh, Prof.
I want to
she's
actually
amazing
stalk her.
as
Yeah.
well. She's
on my list of people to
approach and stalk. And you know, it's beautiful when these things happen. When you meet people and you like online and in person.
Yeah.
You even have an even greater impact on me in person when I have that full access to you.
100%. And I think we shouldn't be afraid to ask.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We shouldn't be afraid to
100%.
ask help because they've gone through this journey.
Yes.
We can only learn from them.
No need
in
to
as much as
reinvent
we
the
mentor
wheel.
other younger ladies.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We
Yeah.
don't need to be afraid, I think.
Okay, so still on leveraging the journey that other people have traveled, we are going to start with an interesting one, right? When we speak about building generational wealth, what does that mean to you?
For me, it actually, it's so touching to me because it's something that I am intentionally trying to do.
Sure.
Right?
Yes.
It's something for me, I think is needed 100%, especially in our African communities. But it's something we have to be intentional about doing, right? It's not just going to happen. We need to be intentional about why we want it. Why do you want the generation? Why? Because a lot of people talk about financial freedom. Why do you want it?
Yes.
Success, why do you want it? I think once you have mastered and you understood your why, then you chase it better. So my why for intergenerational wealth is to be a reservoir, right?
Okay.
Is to be an oasis where my cup is overflowing to a point where other people can come and drink from me, right? But I can't have people drinking from me if I'm not overflowing.
Ooh.
So intergenerationally, my children's children must know that there was once a go-go.
Hey,
That
a
Gogo
businesswoman.
That Gogo didn't sleep. She was working. She was in podcasts. She was doing the most because she wanted to prepare us for the future. That's my why, right?
Wow.
It's to leave a legacy. I think about my mother, my grandmother, who are both late. I don't know my great grandmother, but I'll just talk to my grandmother and my mother. The generational wealth that they left for us was prayer.
Ooh.
Right? It was not
Yes.
financial. It was not something material. Sure, there was money here and there, but I'm not talking about the kind of money that we're
it's
talking
not
about
the
here.
trust fund
No, baby.
kind of money.
No. It was a legacy though that is unshakable, right?
Wow.
It was an incorruptible seed of prayer and trust in God and of resilience. So I can only take that and multiply it with the knowledge that I have and pass it on to my children. Do you get what I'm saying? It's about that compounding. So whatever my mom learned from my gran, she compounded of what she could, gave to me. I'm going to compound what they've given me, give to my kids.
Wow.
And that's, for me, that intergenerational lineage of wealth. Because for me, wealth, I don't think it's only financial. I think it's so multifold. But finance is a big part of it.
Yeah, no,
Let's
true.
not even...
I mean, let's not downplay it. Money matters. But I love the holistic view around it because most of the time when we talk about wealth, we speak about numbers.
Yeah.
And we forget like there are other things like. It's not one thing. It's multifaceted, and health is wealth.
100%.
Prayer, the intergenerational passing on of the spirit of prayer in the family, that's also wealth spiritually.
100%.
And so I love that. I really, really love that. You
100%.
just, especially the prayer part. Hey, we need women who shake up things and
100%.
pray.
And you know what, Fudu? We are those women now.
Oh.
It used to be our moms, and it's us now, and it's so scary.
It is.
And like I was at church this morning, and it was so beautiful. So many young people on fire for God, and I'm like, this is it, guys. We are this generation now. Are the mamas?
We are the adults in this generation. The people that call upon when things are going, you know, sideways.
So we need to learn these skills. We need to learn these things that we need to pass. Imagine passing only iPhones and money to your kids.
Then they don't have character to sustain whatever you leave behind.
You understand? That's why you see a lot of children, maybe the parents pass away, they get millions.
Yes.
They squander it.
Blew it.
And they become... So you see that wealth transference is not about money.
Oh, true.
It's more to it.
Yes.
You can leave your kids trillions.
Yeah.
But if you haven't taught them the skills of how to multiply it, about how to grow it, about how to appreciate it.
How to keep it.
How to keep it.
Oh.
Yeah.
They'll
it's
wake
a
up
mighty little
and
thing that you've done.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, true. And I think even with parents, I think it becomes an important conversation to then start having with your kids.
Yeah.
To say, I mean, I might have accumulated much, but if you don't have the character to sustain what I've built so far, this won't help you in any way.
Yeah.
It won't get to the next generation that it was actually intended
True.
to get to.
Very true.
So when do you basically start with the intention? Like you spoke about, building wealth is about being intentional. It's not something that happens passively, but we have to be intentional about it. So when do you like have that moment to say, actually, I want to be that Gogo Valley? Because some people, you know, they're like, no, but I have a good job and I earn well. I'm not, you know, under financial stress of any form.
Yeah.
But they haven't built in or they haven't awakened that intention to say, I want to actually leave something that will outlive me as an individual.
I think it's different for everybody. That moment is different for everyone. My moment came very early in my life.
Wow.
And the reason why I say that is because I was raised by a single mom. And so I saw her struggle to take us through good schools. And so my moment came very early to say,
Yes.
I'm not going to live this life. I'm going to do better. Do you know what I'm saying? And then my mom passed away, sadly, when I was 16. So I had to grow up very quickly to realize. So it's different for everybody. Some people are going to realize it when they're older, when they have their own kids. Some people are going to. So it's going to be different for your own journey, but it has to have mattered to you first.
Sure.
So for me, I made a decision very early in my life to say, I'm not going to just be that girl that's going to, from Milokshun and just get pregnant and just, you know, I'm going to go to school, I'm going to finish school, I'm going to get married. Literally, I told myself all these things. Obviously, things didn't go linear. Life is up and down. But I knew that the way out, my mom always said, your way out, because I grew up in a small town, right, in the Eastern Cape. And my mom said, your only way out here is education. Study. I studied.
Same advice my mom gave me, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, small town Limpopo. And she's like, your way out of this situation is education.
And look how true that is now.
Yeah.
Look how
it
true.
Worked.
It worked. Yeah.
Exhibit A, Exhibit B. It worked. It definitely
Exactly.
worked.
No, it worked. It
Sure.
worked. So for me, it came very early to say, I don't want to live this hand-to-mouth life. I want more for myself. I want more for my family.
Sure. And by losing your mom, my condolences, by the way, at such a young age. Do you feel like that also awakened you? Because there are people who grow up and they're like 30 years old, but they don't even have this need to be independent. Like, you see how dependent they are on their parents, and you're just like, don't you desire independence? Like, to have your own money, to do something. Do you feel like that also, like, basically fast-tracked you desiring to be independent, to take care of yourself, because you're like, oh my God, my shielding, because mothers play a very big role in shielding us as children.
Yeah, no, 1000%. I think maybe to answer the question, I must first go back to my mother.
Yes.
My mother, when she was 26, she had already had the three of us. I've got two older sisters, then it's myself. And
you are the last born?
Yes, I'm the last born.
No wonder why you and I connect.
No, I'm the last one, but I feel like I'm the first born because my sisters are wow. Anyway.
No, that's the same. Oh! I look at my sister, I'm like, I could have been born first.
Girl.
But okay, sorry, sis.
I literally
Sorry.
was born first. Love you guys.
Love you so much.
Okay, but anyway, my dad passed away before I was born. Like, he passed away in Feb, I was born in March.
Oh.
Right? So here's my mom, 26-year-old with 3 kids.
With 3 kids.
The love of her life. And my mom was obsessed with my dad. Like, she loved him so much. They were like high school sweethearts. They grew up together, right?
Sure.
So he passed away. And so I watched her build something out of absolutely nothing.
Sure.
She became a teacher, she became a principal, she was a powerhouse. She was an intercessor of note. Like, she never let the fact that she doesn't have a husband get
Stop
to her.
her.
Stop her.
Yes.
She never let us think that because we don't have a dad, things are supposed to stop or are supposed to be listened anyway. Never. So when she passed away, it was a huge shaking of my life, right? But I was like, I never actually saw myself as an orphan. Wow. Yes, of course, there's pain that comes like on Mother's Day or her birthday, but I never let that be my excuse in life
Sure.
That, I don't have parents now, I'm just going to be a druggie or whatever.
Yes,
No,
like
no, no.
in my life ends here.
No. In
Sure.
fact, I said, I'm going to make my mother proud. I'm going to honor her legacy.
Sure.
And I just pushed. But obviously with God's grace.
Yes,
And
100%.
yeah, but I never saw myself in that way. Which I must feel sorry for myself or whatever. I always was just like, I'm here for a purpose. God is my father. God is my mother. God is my everything, and I'll be fine.
And I'll be sorted.
I'll be sorted.
Sure, but I also think perspective is everything.
Yeah.
Hey? It's amazing how two people can go through the same thing and come out on the other side with very drastically different outcomes.
True, very true.
Like someone can go through the same experience, come out on the other side, like down, out, and out for a very long time, if not the rest of their life. Yeah.
No, I've seen it. It's true.
Sure. So your resilience, ma'am, we are. So here we are. You were once a wealth, what do you call it? A wealth banker.
Yeah.
Give us the tea. What are these wealthy people in South Africa doing to build wealth?
Yeah.
What are they doing? And as we're tying it to that, what are you doing as well to be that ancestor that leaves, intergenerational wealth?
Okay, let's start with what they are doing, right?
Yes.
Because there's two types of them. There's the wealthy ones.
Oh, okay.
There's the wealthy ones, comfortably wealthy. And then there's
Comfortably wealthy. Is this like 2 Porsches, 5 Ferraris, kind of comfortably wealthy? Where do we find them?
Man, I know you love Porsche. No, okay. So I would say the comfortably wealthy. First of all, when you see them walking down the street, you'll never say.
Oh, I've seen that.
You will never ever say.
The actual rich people.
Yes.
You can't tell.
You will never tell that they're wealthy. You'll never tell that
I've
they're
seen
rich.
that with my clients. You cannot tell.
Exactly. Some
It's
of the
insane.
richest clients I've seen maybe drive like a Corolla. And you're just like, what?
No
so if I had
flipping
your money, I would
way.
and they're
I'll
comfortable.
be driving a Porsche tomorrow.
They are comfortable. And then you see the ones that have just made
Arrived.
it, just got one tender paid out or
Just
one
got there.
Gucci from head to toe.
Of course, must match. You must
Dripping.
know. You must know. I
LV
want touch.
bags. I look and I smile. We listen, we don't judge.
Of course, we listen and we don't judge. Okay.
So what are wealthy people doing? Wealthy people are reinvesting their money to create more wealth.
Sure.
So they are heavy on the multiplication and not as much on the consumption. Their
Sure.
consumption can aid towards creating more streams of income.
Yeah.
So say, for example, one of my wealthy clients, actually, he's like, okay, his first vice was like traveling the world with his kids,
Okay.
showing his kids the world, which I loved for him.
Yes.
His next vice was hunting. But when he hunts, he's going to invite like a couple of businessmen. He's going to pay
networking.
all expenses, paid 5-star. This is expensive. This is him spending money.
No, hunting is expensive.
It's very expensive, ma'am. But also he's creating solid relationships there.
Of course.
Do you get what I'm saying? So
Yes.
he's spending consumption, but it's going to come back multifold because while they're hunting, while they are
They're
on
talking
the...
business.
They're talking business. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's what I respected so much. I was like, wow, it's almost like golf, right? That's why
Yes.
they say golf is a rich man's sport.
Yeah.
It's expensive. It's an expensive sport. From the outfit, the clubs, the balls.
I don't get how that one
memberships.
thing can cost like 8,000 rands, and also
Man.
that's like entry level. It's not even the best one.
Man, it's expensive. But when you're there, the people that you're meeting, the kind of conversations you guys are having, you will never have that over Teams or over an email.
True.
You won't. So it's spending money where you know there's going to be multifold, repercussion or reciprocation of it, as opposed to
Yes.
going to a club blowing money off drinks,
And
ace
that's
of
what we
spades.
do.
Guys, we need to do better.
That's what we do.
That's what I will say. We need to do better.
I mean, I can add to what I see in my line of work as well is people who are already like really wealthy buying other businesses and like literally multiplying the value of the businesses. Like you just like you already have more money. But their thinking is always, how do I grow this?
Yeah.
How do I multiply this? How do I become a big player? It's almost like they're always looking ahead in
Yes.
terms of how can I actually multiply what I have?
Yes.
Whereas with us normal people, I'm thinking about the next thing I can eat, and it's just
Consumption minded
Sure.
versus value and growth minded.
Sure.
That's the sad reality of a lot of third world countries. Really, we're very much consumption driven. You see it in our ads played on TV. You see it everywhere actually. Whereas if you go to like the UK, right? When I was in the UK, I was so amazed
Sure.
at just the infrastructure. How it's standing, how everything looks so incredibly clean, everything is so proper,
Very
everything
clean.
is built to grow. I mean, the UK is working on a 20-year plan. Like that's
Sure.
their goal strategy. We couldn't even agree on a 1-year budget. We had to do 3 budgets in South Africa for 1 year.
And also when a new president comes in, it's another vision,
Man.
another strategy for the next 5 years. And it's like everybody comes and they build from the A, and we never have a continuation of, this is where the last person left off, let me take off from here.
If anything, when a new leader comes in, they want to destroy whatever the other one did.
And then start from scratch.
By the time they've built momentum, they have to go. And someone new comes in and yeah. So
Sure.
yeah, consumption mind. And so you asked me, what am I doing? I'm
Yes.
really deliberately looking at things that can make me money as opposed to things that are just expensing money. And I'll tell you
Sure.
an example. When I moved roles into the current role that I'm in right now, I got a lot of people saying, oh my gosh, you need to buy a car, you need to buy a car, you need to get a
Of
big
course.
girl car, you know?
Of
Big
course.
girl car.
Big girl car, of course.
And I was just like, actually, I deserve a big girl car.
Of
But then my
course.
husband was like, okay, you deserve a bigger car, right? No problem. Big girl car is going to cost you about 17K a month.
And that's true.
A truck, if you buy another one, is going to cost you maybe about 12, 15K a month.
Yes.
But it's going to make
you more money.
about 200K a month.
Yes.
Is the big girl car going to make you anything? No. So where would you rather be? So then we literally shifted our focus from what we can have for ourselves to how we can grow our business. How can we fuel every cent that we have to
Yes.
making sure that our business is going to grow, our staff is going to be happy, because if they're happy, they serve our clients well. Do you get what I'm saying? So
Yes.
for the past, I think I'd say like 4 years, we've just been intentionally pouring into our company. We haven't bought any private cars for ourselves.
Sure.
Only now, maybe at the end of this year, we're actually saying, maybe we can buy a
Maybe
car for
we can,
ourselves.
yeah.
Because we've just been investing and reinvesting in our business.
Back into the
because we know that
business.
that's what's going to make us money. A
Sure.
car's not going to make you money.
True.
Or like a private car, I mean.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to put it on Uber. But like...
But I mean, Uber is already saturated. The market is saturated. You just get
and you're going to have to go to the
fraction.
office. So where are you going to get the time
The
to get
time
it on
to
Uber?
That's another salary. That's like eating away from the
Exactly.
profits that you would have
Exactly.
made.
So that's what I've
Sure.
deliberately started doing. Even like the place that we now moving to a nice big girl place.
Of course.
But only now, right? For the
Yeah.
past 2 years, we were staying in a nice apartment,
Yeah.
small.
Yes.
But we were using our money towards things that matter to us, which is travel. We love to travel.
Of course, I personally I stalk all your guys' travels because I'm like dreams, goals.
We love to travel.
Yeah.
And we love to invest in our business. So those are the most important things for us right now. I mean, we don't have kids as yet. So I can't say education funds.
Yes, you know, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, already you're establishing streams of income that will help facilitate
Yes.
that when the need arises.
Yeah.
But I think you're also bringing in an important point, because when we think about people who are building wealth or people who are, you know, responsible with their finances, it's
Yeah.
almost as though it has to be someone who's always broke, you know,
Yeah.
someone who doesn't spoil themselves, or
Yeah.
they don't have, you know, things that they do to sort of enjoy their money. But I love the balance that you and your husband have. Like, in as much as you're pushing your business, you like, we can invest in travel. And travel in the banking world is also part of networking, because that's how you connect with new clients.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you're not going to be there for 3 hours when they talk about Europe. No,
Exactly,
you're like,
and you don't have nothing to say.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, for 3 hours. You can't.
100%.
So that also has a return on its
Yeah.
own, to say, then when you meet a client in your line of work, you find relatability quickly. I was in
Yes.
Europe, and they're like, oh, you've been to
Yes.
Europe. Oh, I went to this place.
Yes.
Oh, then the conversation flows. 3
Yeah.
hours passes by, and they give you tips on where you can go next.
Yes.
So it is also an investment.
I agree.
And I feel like we sometimes look at it, I don't know if it's just us not being able to see how some of the activities and some of the things we can take up can open up other doors for us. So as young people who are sitting and might be thinking, oh wow, okay, I never thought about building generational wealth in that way. What can we start doing? You know, based from lessons you've learned, some of the lessons you've learned from your clients, what can we start doing? Like from a very young age, what can we start doing to already tap into, you know, these are some of the habits that surely you've seen across your clients who are really wealthy, to say, these are the common traits that I come across when I deal with people who are not trying to look rich or look wealthy, but people who are actually really wealthy.
Okay. The first one I would say exposure. Exposure. Expose yourself to stuff, right?
Sure.
And I'll tell you this, small town girl to small town girl.
Yes.
For me, 5 days of the week, I was at school.
Yes.
On the weekend, I was cleaning the house on Saturdays.
Of course. Yes.
Sundays, I was at church.
Yes. Come back, it's Monday already.
It's Monday. That's all I did. And I look
Sure.
at kids that grow up in Joburg.
Yeah.
Like they've got those whole different,
Yeah.
like how they think.
It's scary, but at the same time, it's also like you get to appreciate it in different situations. Like you're like, damn, that was wild, but I see how it contributed to shaping you into the person
and
you
it's
are.
about exposure. It's sports, friendships. So many different things. It's just about exposure. Expose yourself to things, right? And also you need to get to a place in your life where you no longer use your background as the clutch of why you can't. Right? Oh, I'm from a small town. Oh, my parents died under that. Oh, there's so many things you could come up with. But there's a time, I don't know if there is a particular age. I don't know if it comes with an age thing.
That's after 25, Baba.
Oh, okay. Let's
you
use
are your
25.
own background.
Let's use 25.
After 25, hey, you can't fool. It's been 25 years, Baba. What have you done? Yeah.
Okay, so let's say after 25. At 25 now, you must really start to think, what do I need to get ahead? And guys, creating intergenerational wealth or just creating wealth is not something far-fetched that you need to be a trillionaire to achieve, be Elon Musk's child to get. You can create it for yourself. And the small things is around exposure, like I said. Number 2, it's about learning.
Sure.
So there's a quote that I read that I absolutely love. It says, the illiterate of the 21st century are not going to be people who cannot read and write. It's going to be people who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. That's the illiterate of the 21st century. Okay, let me repeat
that. Repeat it.
The illiterate of the 21st century. I hope you're going to put it up on the screen.
Of course.
For this. And not people who can't read and write. It's going to be people who are unable to learn, relearn, and unlearn. So this is all about your money management, about your relationship skills, about how you relate with your parents, with partners, etc. If you're unable to unlearn certain things or relearn other things or just learn new things, you are actually illiterate. Whether it's financially illiterate, whether it's emotionally illiterate, whether it's spiritually illiterate, if you're not willing to let yourself go through that learning journey, what do we do?
Illiterate.
Yeah.
Damn.
So as a young person, we've got Google, we've got ChatGPT, we've got books, we've got everything in our arsenal to be able to learn and enrich and empower ourselves. So let's do that, right? Okay. Then the third thing that I would say that contributes to you being able to have this intergenerational wealth or create money that works for you is being honest with yourself. And it's a lot of you work because you need to be honest with yourself about where you currently are. Right? You need to be able to have boundaries for yourself first. There's something so powerful you say in your book. And this is a shout out to everyone who doesn't have her book. I'm judging you. If you do not have this book, I'm judging you.
I'm judging you too.
You say in your book, you need to conquer yourself.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, sorry, what?
Conquer yourself.
Conquer yourself. Do you know how powerful that is? There's 50-year-olds who are unable to conquer themselves. Therefore, they can't husband well. They can't parent well. Because they can't conquer themselves. Do you understand?
Damn.
It's so deep. Okay, so conquer yourself, guys. Conquer
You can't
yourself.
just jump buzz like that and then move on.
Conquer yourself. Know when to say no. Because I think one of my biggest
Sure.
mistakes in my 20s was this inability to say no.
Ooh. But I mean, it's our culture. I always say you are brought up in such a way that you cannot say no to your elders. And it's sort of like you grow up and you're now an adult and you never reinforce those boundaries.
Yeah.
And suddenly when you have to manage your money, you now need to start saying no to people that all your life you've never been able to say no to.
Yeah.
And so, sure, boundaries.
Boundaries are so true. So now this leads me to the next topic of mistakes I made. Can we get there? Can I talk about that?
No. I mean, you can take over the podcast. I'm ready. Forget my questions.
No, please. So there's this thing about nobility and struggle.
Ooh.
And I know you know what I'm talking about. Okay? Being raised in a Christian family in a small town, it's so noble to struggle.
Yes.
It's so noble to give off your last 5
You're very
rands.
spiritual.
It's very spiritual. I don't think it is.
Sure.
Right? Maybe somebody else can
Double click on that one. Double click on it.
can say otherwise. I don't think it's spiritual, right? Because for me, I grew up seeing my mom giving off her last cents.
Yes.
And she would struggle. And then this made me be like, I don't want this for myself. And I think this is also another reason why we're seeing a lot of young people exiting the church, not because of what God or church did, but just mainly because of what they saw happening in their own families.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I've got a friend of mine who her mom used to like give every cent of her salary to the church, and she'd say God would provide. They wouldn't have food to eat at home.
Yeah, sometimes as Christians we need to be responsible. Do
you get what I mean?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
So, I think we sometimes play in the extremes, and now we put a very bad reputation on God.
Exactly. And then we say, God said, oh, but did he really say that?
Was it really a word that God gave you? Because yes, there are moments where he might push you to give towards something. We're not denying that. But like, did you really have a word, or you were just...
Oh, you were just doing it. So I grew up in an era of revivals. I don't know if you did
the tents.
The tents,
okay,
yes.
When I arrived, they were almost...
Oh, really?
Yeah. They were not very frequent.
No, I grew up in that era of the tents. And in that era of the tents, when the offering starts, when people are going to offer their cars, people go to offer their couches.
You were in that generation.
I was in that generation. But I was like a baby, right? I was small. Yes. But I still remember it because I remember people in my church would go, and you remember the hype and the energy is high. You also don't want to be left out.
Yeah. Oh, the pressure is real.
So you go, and guys, I'm not saying something I haven't seen. I'm talking about things I've seen.
Yes.
You go, and I don't have money right now, but Muruti, you give him the keys, and it's a big thing. Oh my gosh, she just gave with her car. Then next Monday you're there on some age, guys. You know what? I actually made a mistake. Can I have my car keys back? I've seen this play, and I'm sure in the comments, please, guys, tell me I'm not crazy, because I've seen this play out. But you know what it is? It's from the hype of not wanting to be left out, right? And so you over deplete your resources because you also don't want to be left out. And yeah, so I was in that era in my 20s.
Sure.
I gave without boundaries, without full stops, because I thought it was noble for me to struggle and for the other person to have. And there's no nobility in that. God says, the word of God says, study to show yourself approved. So study, know what principles you need to adopt as it relates to money management, as it relates to money, as it relates to kingdom resources, about how to be a blessing. You can't be a blessing when you are yourself needing a breakthrough. When at first
your cup is empty,
but your cup
is very empty at this point in time.
And because you think that that's where the blessing lies, that it's noble for me to struggle. And it's only when, like, later in my life where I actually started experiencing different churches again to exposure.
Yes.
Right? And then you go to the churches of the people that don't look like us. Right? I'm not going to even say
it's very
but
different.
You know.
Yes, we know what you're talking about.
And then when you get there, their perspective of God is a father. It's a loving father.
And he's soft.
He's soft, he's accommodating, he loves.
And he doesn't... Yeah, our God is very judgmental. The one that we're
angry.
He's angry.
Jealous. But you know what? Here's the thing. The way you receive God is the way you'll always receive from God.
Sure.
So when you receive in your salvation this angry God who wants your money, who wants from you, that's
this
what
abusive father that you have.
And the person who's preaching it, maybe I never even had a father or the relationship with the father. So they're coming at an angle that is completely that needs to heal.
Hey.
Right? And so then when you go to these adverts, you're like, but why are they able to make it? But they're not doing what I'm doing. And then you start to see that God is a father. Guys, follow. You know, when I encountered God the Father,
Sure.
my life changed completely.
Sure.
Especially as relates to my finances, because I was the girlie who was tithing, I was partnershiping, I was part of the leadership, so I also had to pay towards the rent of the church building.
Yes.
I was giving money to my family, to everyone, right? And I would be left, maybe I would buy groceries for like 500 rand. What can you do 500 rand groceries?
Sure. Then before the month actually finishes, you're already out of groceries. 2 weeks in, it's done.
Do you understand? And that's not the life God wants for us.
Sure.
That is not the life God wants for us.
And there has to be wisdom in our giving. I truly believe there has to be wisdom in our giving.
100%.
We can't, because sometimes we are just being irresponsible and we blame it on God.
100%. And then you know what? We begin to have this mentality of God, I did, so you must do.
Oh yeah, it's a transaction.
It's a transaction.
Oh yeah, no, I tithe. So please bring it back.
Exactly. Because why? We received the transactional God when we received him initially.
Yes.
And we learn that he's transactional when he's not. He's your father.
And we learn that we need to perform to
In
actually
order to
be loved. We need, when you do things right, he's happy, he's smiling at you. When you do things wrong, he's pouring out fire on you. Yeah.
Do you know the most liberating thing that God said to me? And it wasn't even a long time ago. He said, I look at you through the lens of Jesus Christ.
Sure.
Whatever. I look at you through the lens of Jesus Christ, through the blood of my son. There's nothing that you can do to make me unlove you.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm
To
not saying
abandon
you must
you.
just do whatever you want as a child. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is I think we become so performative in our faith that we think that God is going to reward us for performance. And God is not he's not rewarding you for performance. He's rewarding you for your heart. And where your heart is, that's literally where your treasure is as well. If your heart is begrudging and you are like, I'm giving now, you must...
like I've been giving. It's your time. Korean nudging. Nudge. It's your time. I've been.
No.
Sure.
Where your heart is, there where your treasure will be. If your heart is in the right place, you will see God bring it back to you.
Sure. So
Okay, now we completely went...
We went no, but I love it. Please, let's go there and come back. We will reel you back in on mistakes you made in your 20s.
Yeah. So that was one of them, not being able to say no, especially to church commitments.
Yes.
And that's a big one for young professionals. I see it a lot. I see young couples even splitting because they can't get onto the same page about responsibilities that we
money
have.
is a big thing.
It's a big thing, especially staying in a city like Joburg. That's expensive.
Yeah.
If you can't say no to your family about money, that's another big one. Black tax.
Yes.
Right? In South Africa, it transcends even skin tone. Like I work with professionals all across
That's what I
genders.
discovered as well. And we sometimes think it's a black people thing.
No.
But it's equally, maybe it's a different struggle in terms of maybe medical bills and other things. Maybe, but like the struggle is real and it basically spreads across all races.
100%. And the only way it's going to stop is our generation making sure that we don't put our kids through that. Because I don't have parents, right? But I have black tax towards siblings or cousins or things happening in the family that now I need to be out of budget for.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
But I've learned to say no. I don't have. I'm the brokest person in my family.
Very broke.
I'm very broke.
And I think it's also liberating because this thing of trying to be the richest person in your
No,
family
for
comes
what?
with burdens.
For what?
Because like everybody thinks, oh, that one has money.
No.
And now because you have this pride that I have money.
And you have this ego to prove that you've got the money. No, babe,
money.
I'm broke. But if you see me at Tasha's that same afternoon having prawns and a spread of seafood, don't ask me. It's my money again. You can call me and ask me for money, and I say, "Follow, I don't have a cent. I'm also so broke." If you see me on a plane to Cape Town the next day, don't ask me questions. It's my money. I'm broke for you. For me, I've got it. For you, I don't have that thing.
The budget doesn't speak about you. My budget doesn't speak about you.
So that's what I've learned to say. And And this was a liberating thing for me. It's okay to be the villain in the other person's story.
True.
It's okay to be the villain. Because I think for me, I'm an empath. So now you can understand.
Yes.
I will carry you. You come and tell me you don't have bread, ne? Yo, I'm not just going to buy you bread. I'm going to buy you bread, peanut butter,
Grocery.
and I'm just, you know
all of.
But I've learned to, if Follow asks for bread, give her bread.
Oh, yes.
Because I am the girl who will naturally go
all out.
and then I'm left depleted. If I can help you, I'll give you the bread.
Yes.
But if I can really buy you the peanut butter, I will.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But I've learned to say no to family. If also I don't have. I don't have.
And that's such an important boundary to actually set, especially where your goals are.
Yeah.
I want to build wealth. I want to be in a healthy space financially.
Yeah.
Because people then, I always say, you know, takers don't know when to stop. They just don't know when to stop. And you experience it in your family as well, where you're like, yes, I can give you my arm. You want the other one. I can give you the leg. You want another leg. Like, takers sometimes just don't know when to stop.
Exactly.
And yes, Ubuntu, we want to help out our families, but I also feel like we cannot excuse the fact that some of these helping of families get to the extremes of it now becomes financial abuse.
Exactly.
Where
it does.
You keep basically going there, pleasing people, giving everything away. You don't have savings. You don't have anything. You are taking from a credit card.
Yeah.
You can't survive a full month without a credit card. You're now a slave to credit cards because you can't say no.
You can't say no.
Sure.
You can't say no. And you know what? The worst thing is, I see like interns, very young kids. I'll say kids, but not kids.
Yes.
Interns, you're earning maybe 5.5. You're an internship. You are building at home. Because your family thinks you're working in Sandton. You are earning 55,000. They're putting another zero on that. Whereas it's
whatever you earn in your family
5.5.
multiplies by 10.
Do you get what I mean? And because you can't say no, because you're taught to always be subservient and say yes to your family, say yes to your parents, whatever. Now you are living in debt because you are doing things that are way above your income.
And I've met so many young people, even from my TikTok, where they come to me and they're like, my mother is just never satisfied. Like, she
sad.
always wants more.
That's sad.
And unfortunately, what I've picked up is I always ask, tell me about a bit about your situation. It's always the single mothers. It's almost like, I was your mom and your dad for all these years. Now that you're working, like, pay me back. And it's such a toxic thing because you really find the kids struggling. Like, dude, I can't save.
Yeah.
I can't do anything. Yeah. This woman wants this. She wants this. She wants this on a monthly basis.
Yeah. And
also you're finding the person who those demands are being made to doesn't have boundaries. So now that dynamic becomes really, really toxic. Like, I'm not even looking forward to payday because something will come up. Like, you need to build a house for me now.
Imagine.
Like, hey.
No, guys, it's actually very sad.
It is.
I see it every single day. It's
so
actually
sad.
very sad. It's sad.
Because now I'm going to go out take loans with a 5.5 salary in Johannesburg.
Yeah.
When do I save?
You can't. No, I think saving is even just money to
luxurious.
go to work, food, clothes for work. You know? You can't. You actually can't afford it. And it's very, very sad.
And I also think it's our expectation as well. Like, when someone starts working, it's like times 10. They're going to change our lives forever.
Yeah.
But we need to build and start from somewhere. And that somewhere might look like I may not be able to build you that dream house in my 20s.
100%. But I think it's a people thing because I've also seen families where there's no expectation at all to do any of that.
Yes.
People just like, whatever you can do,
do it.
We'll be grateful.
Yes.
So it is for me a person. I don't think it should be expected. It's something that should, if you can do, if you can't, you can't. Yeah.
And with the rich people, I always go back. I want that intel. With the wealthy people, like, have you ever witnessed how they treat their children, especially around what they do to sort of, are they meeting up with you, with their kids? Is it like, oh, this is a family thing, or I've accumulated this much money, so I'm basically trying to build this guy up so that when he's grown up tomorrow, he'll take over my businesses. Like, what are you seeing them doing, or what conversations do they have with their kids in just the spirit of living in wealth and sustaining it and growing it over time?
I think it's again the exposure thing, right?
Yes.
So they will take their kids to the best schools.
Oh yeah.
Right? They will make sure their kids participate in sports. They will be present. There's something that I always see when I travel. You know, I travel a lot, right?
Of course.
When I'm at the airport.
Global trotter in the building.
No, I'm talking even like just domestic travel.
Yes.
And I'm at the airport and I'm seeing like drones of families. I'm like, what's going on? They went to go watch a hockey match.
Wow.
Your child, you guys stay in Cape Town.
Yes.
The kid is playing a hockey match with the school in Joburg. The whole family, including the grandmother, is coming. I'm like, guys, where do you get the money to fly everyone?
Everyone in the family.
But for them, I don't think even it's about that. It's about being present. So they are so present in their kids' lives. They're so invested in every area of their lives. They know what these kids are interested in, right? The moment this child is in grade 10, they're doing a driver's license, they're probably going to get a car in matric. They go to varsity. They've got a, you understand, like they set them up for success.
True.
When they're done with school in South Africa, if they wanted to study in South Africa, they're going overseas to go work in the UK or wherever. The parents will set them up. Exposure again. Do you understand?
Yes.
There's another lady that I was speaking to. She is going on pension. She's going on retirement, right?
Yes.
She was like, I'm actually going to take an early retirement. She's been at the bank for a very long time. Her husband's also going on retirement. He works for a competing bank. Cool. Then I'm like, but your kids, where are they? Like, no, the girls in Australia, the boys in America, they married.
Sure.
So look, just look at this. Their retirement money, they're planning to just like stay in the Kruger for a month, go away.
Yes.
They don't have this thing of when I fix the roof, I'm going to fix the tiles. I'm going to, you know, the things that we
have. Baba, the towels in the bathroom and the bathtub.
Do you understand? And then their kids don't have the pressure of I need to take care of the parents. They've got
the parents are going to take care of them.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, guys, that's what you call intergenerational wealth, where your kids can live anywhere in the world without a worry about you and what you're eating as a parent. That's when you know you've done well.
Yes.
When you can set your kids up for success and let them fly.
Without holding them down.
Without holding them back. Because this thing of black tax, we can call it whatever we want. It's giving back. It's holding your kids back.
Yeah.
It's literally holding your kids back. I've worked in my first job. I was taking 3 taxis to get to work. It was so sad. And I would see these kids that don't look like me just driving in. I'm just like, guys.
Also, they can, and I think we don't realize how that also sets you back, because it means they can come in very early. They can also leave very late without necessarily worrying about how will I get home.
Exactly.
Because you're thinking, hey, Baba, if it hits 7 and I'm still here, how am I going to get home?
Imagine.
They're just thinking, well, I can push in the extra hours. And when it comes to promotion time,
who is more likely to get it?
Who's more likely?
Exactly.
And I also feel like that also, if the person who's in that position also doesn't understand your struggle, it then becomes a thing of, okay, this one is lazy. They leave early all the time, not realizing
you got 3 taxis waiting for you.
I've got 3 taxis to catch, and it's a real struggle.
Yeah.
Now you're judged on you, the one who comes in late and also leaves, but it's not my time. It's the taxi's time.
Exactly. And if it's raining, and if it's winter, do you understand? There's so many things that we need to tackle against. So we are the generation that's going to change it for our kids. Because if we don't do it for them, it's not going to happen.
Absolutely true.
Literally.
You hint a lot about you and your hubby. How did you guys meet? Because I feel like who you get married to influences a lot in terms of what you can achieve, even financially. Not just financially, but like they literally can change the trajectory of your whole entire life.
1,000%.
So
1,000%.
The very most important decision in life is who you marry. Of course, after
Christ.
After Christ. Definitely.
Yeah,
so,
no, absolutely. So we met on Facebook.
No.
I know. He slid into my DMs on Facebook.
Oh, and I'm ignoring DMs.
Girl, your husband could be in your DMs. No, but there's a backstory to it. So let me tell you the backstory.
Okay.
Right? So the backstory to it is that I was celibate for 7 years.
Oh.
I was not dating.
Sure.
I was waiting on God.
No, but also you people from the Eastern Cape, you guys, your God is very okay. But not even about God, but like I've had a lot of experiences with my friends from the Eastern Cape. Like, if you're a Christian in the Eastern Cape, like
it's quite strict.
It's very, very strict. Okay.
Very strict. Like, so 7 years of waiting, praying for this man of God.
Yeah, man of God.
For this man who's going to come and rock my world. Right?
Yes.
So it's 7 years. But in that 7 years, it's tears.
You're crying.
Why
are you crying? You're single.
Man, what do you mean? Why am I crying?
You're single.
My friends are like getting married. People near me are getting sorted.
Yes.
Cat.
Yeah, like, hey, I'm 30.
Do you understand? 30. So I was that girl.
Sure.
But I knew I was not going to settle because I had seen also the flip side of things going wrong.
Yes, 100%.
So 2019 in February. Oh, before this guy came, I had a dream. But he's always like, you're lying about this dream. But guys, I know I had this dream. Right? I had this dream that but I was also very specific about what I wanted. I wanted a dark-skinned guy.
Oh,
I love chocolate.
Okay, chocolates. And then a vendor man.
He must be vendor because I was obsessed with Mubango.
Really?
I promise you, I was obsessed with Mubango.
Wait, that was like legit on your list.
I swear.
Oh,
He was supposed to be either a vendor or it's Onga man.
Oh.
I wanted dark. Like, I wanted
you
dark.
went Limpopo.
I wanted north. Also, I remember I'm closer. So I'm used to Nguni men, and I was just like,
no,
we're not going there.
Yes.
Let's go north.
Yes.
Sounds like it's a massive
where
vendor.
The brains and the dark chocolates are.
I just wanted dark chocolate. I actually didn't even know that the vendor people are the smartest people in South Africa.
Really?
If you Google it, the smartest tribe is vendor.
Yes.
Shout out to you, girl. So I wanted a vendor man specifically. I loved the Mwenda.
Oh
yes, it's so weird.
This is interesting.
I swear to you, Fulu. But then God said, before I met my husband, you're gonna meet him, and he's going to you're gonna heal him with your love. Remember, in past relationships that I've been in, I've always been told that I'm too much, like ngenzakakulu.
Yes.
But God said, the man that you're gonna find, that ngenzakakulu that you do, is exactly what he needs. Okay, and then in my dream, obviously I didn't see his face, but I saw like a Mwenda thing.
Oh, so you knew vendor.
So I had these like big checks. He's gonna be vendor. He's gonna be dark. Then this guy pops up. He sends me a hi on Facebook. I've got many highs on my messenger, right? And I don't answer them. But this particular one, I remember it was Valentine's Day, and I said it to my sister, I'm like, look at this guy.
Okay.
Yes. And he's like, oh my gosh, this is your husband. But I think she was just joking. I don't know. She was just saying. She's like, how can a guy text you on Valentine's Day? It means he's single. I was like,
of course. I mean, he should be riding around with flowers and chocolates somewhere for someone else.
This was the 14th. Okay, then we started talking on WhatsApp on the 14th. And then the 17th was the Sunday. We met for the first time. So we started talking on the 14th, which was a Friday. Was it a Friday or Thursday? But then we met after church on the 17th.
That was quick, eh? Didn't waste
time.
Yes.
No, and one of the things, so I'm a sapiosexual.
Okay.
I fall in love with your mind and your brain, how you think, right? So when we were talking for hours.
Oh,
like
okay.
In these 3 days.
Fireworks.
Like hours. Like, you tell me, and I asked him, what is he reading? Because also I love to read.
Okay. Oh.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Please slide it in.
And then he was like, he's reading a book on robotics. I was like, okay, sir, come closer to the front.
You're smart. I mean, nobody's reading on robotics. What is that?
Come to the front.
Okay.
Then we met on the Sunday. When we met on the Sunday, him and I were both like broke. We met at Panarotti. We only had water. Or did we have juice? I think we had like 1 cup of juice each.
Yo.
We were so broke. And then he was like, okay, so we meet on the first day and we're talking, okay, how are you? But you know the usual stuff.
Yes.
And then he tells me he's got his undergrad in BCom cost and management accounting. Yeah.
Okay.
You went to Univen.
Yes.
And then he was busy with his postgrad at the time, right, in business analysis. But then he's talking about his businesses, how he's like silly businesses like selling hot dogs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they never worked out, right? And then I was like, okay, well, now that you've met me, this is me speaking as the woman of God. Your life is about to change. Okay, fine. That was the joke we had.
Yeah.
And then on that date, he's like, I'm gonna marry you. So we spoke for like 5 hours at Panarottis.
Hi, like this guy.
Guys.
You started talking Facebook Thursday, Sunday, 5 days.
Yes.
Not even 5 days. 3 days.
Feb. Yeah, Feb. Then it was March, my birthday.
Hey, love was in the air already.
He took me to his family. Then like 2 months later, Timothy's family to introduce me. This is my wife. I'm going to marry this girl. This is the first girl they'd ever
Father
seen.
God, whatever prayers she made.
Let me tell you what prayers I made. Let me tell you, and I'm going to be very honest with you. You know what I used to say? The year before I met my husband, I used to say, at work, they used to call me the Christian girl. Like, I would say, guys, next year I'm meeting my husband. We're not going to date. He's going to marry me. He's not going to waste time like you guys in jolly 9 years.
The power of the tongue. The power of the
They'll be like, oh,
tongue.
Felisa, you're so crazy. And I'm like, hey, I'm telling you, I'm going to meet my husband next year. We're going to get married.
Crazy.
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. And we are like two peas in a pod.
Yeah, of course. I've seen.
Literally. And so the thing about him is that when I was saying in the beginning about what we pray for versus how it comes, I thought I'm going to get like this 3-piece suit man.
Yes.
Mog.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Because that's
yes.
what I've been accustomed to seeing.
Yeah.
My husband came in sweatpants and sneakers and a golf top. And I was like, okay.
This is not the vision.
This is not what I ordered. Okay, I ordered a steak. Why am I getting ribs?
Yeah.
And God was like, this is the love you've been waiting for.
Sure.
I used to break up with him like every other weekend.
You were
because
toxic.
I was toxic.
You were toxic.
I was toxic, girl. And I needed to heal, right? But I wanted to push him away so that he doesn't get into my heart. You know that thing?
You were trying to protect yourself.
And God said to me, this is the love you've been waiting for.
Yeah.
The moment I let that God drop, oh my God, we have been inseparable since.
Sure. And you guys run the business together.
Yes.
And did the business come? I mean, now we're almost out of time. You don't need to come back. We are like, it's been an hour already. We're almost out of time, and there's so many things.
And there's so many questions. Okay,
Yes.
you know what I think you must do? Maybe ask me other questions, then you will cut and clip and
Cut and clip. No, I
don't know.
I want this conversation as is. You need to come back.
Or should we do a part 2?
Yes, let's rather do a part 2.
Okay.
Because I feel like we didn't even scratch the surface
surface
of what we wanted to talk about. But last one, still, now that I've asked you about your husband, when you come together, right? Are you coming together with, one person is coming from money, another person is coming from money, so it's like money meeting money, and then, or it's like we are coming together and we are building. And what money personalities you guys have, and how do you then reconcile that and start building businesses together and managing your finances well? And like, this is a loaded question, but like,
very
loaded, and basically like make the sacrifices that you've been making over the years to say, maybe let's not get a big girl car now, let's do it later. How do you get to being in sync like that? Because in some relationships, someone wants to spend, they go out and they spend, and they don't have that alignment. So take it away.
Ooh, this is a loaded question.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a loaded one.
So,
I know.
To start off, remember I said I didn't have parents. So I've always been financially having to figure it out by myself, right?
Sure.
So varsity, obviously, I was on like student loans.
Yes.
My sister was helping me with that. Then when I started working, I had to start paying off the student loan, right?
Sure.
So I've been figuring it out by myself financially.
For the longest time.
Then I meet this guy, and by the time when I met him, he didn't have like a really good job at the time. He was just like, he had because also he was focusing on his post-grad. So he had like a silly job.
Yes.
That's before he went to be an accountant.
I love how you call it a silly job.
Yeah, sorry, a silly job. But anyway, he didn't come from money at all.
Sure.
At all. In fact, like in his family is a very humble family. Like they're in the villages, basically.
Yes.
His mom and his dad. Then obviously the other families around the Toyando and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But he is from a very humble family, but the most incredibly rich family, like love-wise and values-wise. And that's what I really appreciated about him. But he is one of 5
kids
who are alive, one of 5 kids that are alive.
Yes.
And so his upbringing, completely humble. Completely humble. He came from nothing. I'm coming from equally nothing because, I mean, the money that I was earning at the time was so little.
Yeah.
I could only just pay for my car and share an apartment with a friend because you can't have both, right?
Yes.
So just was one.
Yeah.
At that time when I was 2019. So Remember I told you I was celibate.
Yes.
And the reason I was celibate is because I was waiting for marriage.
Yes.
So even though we started dating in 2019, I said to him, we're only going to engage when we are married. And he was just like, okay, girl, let's do it. And I thought he was going to...
try and make advances.
He was on it. But one of the things that we did, we actually wrote this down. The reason why we were doing the whole celibacy thing is because we wanted to break generational curses in our families.
Sure.
So we literally sat down, and I kid you not, I swear on my life.
Sure.
I listed the things in my family that I seen as generational curses that I see, like husbands passing away, people getting children out of wedlock, people unemployment, people struggling with alcohol, struggling with smoking. You know, these are things that I'm seeing in my cousins. In my this side, mom's side, dad's side. There's something in this bloodline. He listed his own things, and we were like, okay, we are making a covenant with God. We're not gonna have sex. We're gonna honor Him. We're gonna have a pure, period. It was like a year and a half before we got married, and the reason I was doing that is because we want to be the example for our nieces. Sure. Because we love our nieces and they love us, right? We've got so many nieces and nephews that they must see a good example in us, right? That you can do things the right way.
You can actually do marriage the God way.
Yeah, you can.
Sure.
So that's why we did it. That was our why, to say we wanted to end with us. There's no one in my family who had a business. There's no one in his family who had a business. Right?
Sure.
So we're like breaking new ground.
You're literally like leveling it up the whole time.
Now my husband started working at Hollard. He was not my husband at the time. We were still just dating. And I was working at F&B. But my money was our money. His money was our money.
When you were dating?
You and we were dating.
Hi, well, guys.
I swear. When we were dating. Yes. When we were dating, my money was our money. His money was... It was a matter of how much do we have. From day one. And I'm so grateful to God. But He introduced that. I was just like, money. Remember, I'm used to that. And
Mrs. Independence.
Yes, but he told me that to be like, how much do we have in our account? What does he mean, how much do we have in my account?
What do you mean,
then
sir? What do you mean?
Exactly. But I appreciate it so much.
But we need to pick this up, actually. But okay, go on.
Because when you got married, it was such an easy transition. And I see married people today struggling to disclose how much they earn. I'm like, guys, you live with this person. You've got children with this person.
They see you naked.
You struggle to disclose how much you're earning. That's such a little thing. But some people make it a big thing. For us, my husband and I, you know what he said to me about money? And I can completely own this. I had very worldly views about money. Like, no, it's mine, money. And he was like, it's just a commodity to exchange. He's very liberated about money. He thinks very differently about money. He just thinks money is just there to help us live better. It's not, it doesn't make us. It doesn't define us. It doesn't, he's very different about how he thinks about money. It's just an enabler. That's what he says. And I'll just be like, no, let's save. He's like, no, we don't have to save. We can do whatever we want. Like, for me, I wanted to keep money, a scarcity mindset. And he was of the abundance mindset, but not the abundance, let's splurge.
Yes.
But let's enjoy. I struggled to enjoy my money.
Sure.
Because remember, I'm a people pleaser.
Yeah,
I must first make sure everyone else is
Everybody
fine.
has to enjoy first.
Then when I'm spending it on KFC for myself, I'm like, okay? Imagine.
And you're waking up every single morning for this money.
Okay.
No, you know what?
Wait, let me finish this question.
Okay, finish.
Okay, then you said, why did we start the business and all that? So, okay, now he's working at I'm working at F&B, he's working at Hollard, but he hates his job.
Oh.
Because all he does is work on spreadsheets.
Yes.
And my husband is a creative. He is somebody who is very apostolic in his mindset, in the sense that he's a builder. Right? He wants to build from scratch. I don't know how many calls he gets from people daily asking him, please mentor me in business, please mentor me. Because he's naturally, God has given him that grace to build things, right? So he's there working on spreadsheets. He was so frustrated. And I could see, like, he was not okay. Yeah. And I'm working in the bank. I'm working with wealth clients.
Yes.
I'm seeing wealth clients. A lot of them, the wife is maybe like formally employed.
Yes.
At a 9 to 5. The husband is in business, is pushing.
Yes.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
The husband.
Yes.
And we're like, no man, there's a secret to this. Because in South Africa, there's a formula to this. One must stay in corporate, one must go and hustle.
We balance stability, business when it's...
Yes. Then at least a salary can help.
Yes.
Because if you're both in business, it can be tricky, right?
Yeah.
If you're both in corporate, you're gonna be broke.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I'm so sorry.
ma'am,
fam.
you need to be back.
touching me.
You need to be back, okay?
If you're both in corporate, you're gonna be broke because your salary is coming in once a month. In our situation, him and I, my salary comes in once a month. I cannot change it. Even if I worked overtime, I don't get paid for overtime. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Right? But in the business, we can write our own check.
Yes.
The more we work, the more we make money. Do you understand? So
Yes.
we are able to travel just purely on business money.
Sure.
Do whatever we want, just in business. My salary can just pay for those debit orders.
Yes.
But we're actually living a nice and comfortable life because of the
Yes.
money that comes in every day.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Sure.
So, yeah, the business has enabled us to do that. And we wanted to have a business because we wanted more for ourselves. We wanted more for our lives. Remember, we wanted to break generational curses. Part of that is
Yes.
breaking poverty and the cycles of
Sure.
lack in our families. So we were like, it's going to end with us.
Yo.
So
It has to end with us.
it has to end with us. So for the children that we are going to bear, for our nieces, our nephews, everyone coming after us, they must see, wow, I've got an aunt who started a business from nothing. No funding, no
Yes.
tender, no nothing, from the ground up and made
Yeah.
something out of it. Therefore,
Sure.
I can do it. I've got a, yabo, kanjalo. So that's how the business started.
Sure.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you need to be back. Guys, I'm sorry, ne? You need to be back. This conversation is not done. We are putting eclipses on this. And thank you so much
Thank you for having
for
me.
just pouring your heart out today, advertising my book.
Yes,
gracing
please
us.
get this book.
Of course.
I'm reading it. It's amazing.
Thank you.
I actually can't put it down.
No, it's good.
It's
And
really,
I'm
really
funny,
good.
guys. Like, it's serious. I'm funny.
It's relatable. I love it. I think this book is actually every young person needs to get this book. I mean, guys, it's touching about
100%.
everything that is important.
Yeah.
That you need to, and I love the fact that you've got like practical things.
Yes.
Like
That was the
practical
whole
hand
point.
guide things that you can do in your own
Yeah.
circumstances and fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
Thank you so much. I brought a little gift for you. Just I know you have the book already. The gift was meant to be the book.
No.
And the gifts. So, Mama Ginya, come rava. It is a shujon, and this is to say thank you so much for honoring the invite.
I love flowers.
Of course. Got you.
Thank you so much.
When you come back, there'll be another bunch waiting for you. Please do come back.
Please,
and
I will. Just
Sure.
let me know when I must come.
Yes, I will. After your travels, let's definitely do another episode.
Okay.
Just to finish up on this, because there's so much wisdom that you didn't tap into.
Yes.
Thank you for dragging me today. You
I
dragged
didn't
me
mean
real
to.
time. Thank you for dragging me, but just for pouring your heart and for the work that you do. And for changing
you.
lives every single day. And for sharing that with the rest of the world.
Oh, you're making
So-
me cry.
No, you can cry. I can cry as well. But anyways, yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
30-something% of you guys didn't subscribe. And you're watching our videos. Please subscribe. And like this video. If you want Pelisa to come back, leave that comment below so that she comes back and we can enjoy another beautiful conversation. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Sure.